Sir, now the next pattern related to reverse of right angle triangle. Beautiful example, observe carefully. If I can take n is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. Now, what output I want, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Next 1, 2. Next 1. Sir, this is my expected output. Are you getting? This is my expected output, sir. Take very special care. Within the row, the elements are not same. Elements are changing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Compulsory nested for loop must be required. Sir, now first question. How many number of rows are there? Okay, n is equal to 4 means 4 rows are there. Now observe n int input of enter number of rows for I in range of n, sir. For I in range of n. Sir, now observe very carefully about this one, sir. Sir, how many number of elements are there? Sir, what is the possible values of I? 0, 1, 2, 3. Observe very carefully, sir. 0, 1, 2, 3 is if n is equal to 4, sir, for I in range of n. Range of 4 means what possible values for I? 0, 1, 2, 3, sir. So it is talking about number of rows. Now, first time I is equal to 0. I is equal to 1. I is equal to 2. I is equal to 3, sir. Okay, well. Next, do you know, sir, here take very special care. Within each row, how many number of elements are there? In the first row, 4 elements are there. But in the second row, 3 elements are there. Third row, only 2 elements are there. Fourth row, only 1 element. Okay, number of elements also changing. And every element is the different element in that. That's why compulsory nested loop must be required. So, this I talks about number of rows for j in range of. So, in every row, how many elements we require to take, sir? Have you observed? Are you seeing any relation between n and I? So, 4 minus 0, 4. Next, 4 minus 1, okay, 3. 4 minus 2, 2. 4 minus 3. So, in every row, how many number of elements, sir? n minus I number of elements. How many elements? n minus I number of elements, right? n minus I number of elements. Okay, like for j, so I talks about number of rows, j talks about in that row how many elements. Okay, like now here if you observe j value 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 0 like this, right? Now, sir, what is the output? I mean, which element I have to print? Which element I require to print, sir? So, whenever j is the 0, I want to print 1. Whenever j is 1, I have to print 2. So, very simple, we require to print j plus 1. Are you getting? Very simple. We require to print which element we have to print, sir? Which element we have to print j plus 1. So, 0 plus 1, 1. Sir, 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus, sir, 2 plus 1, 3. Which element we require to print means, sir, j plus I. Now, observe very carefully. Print, sir, j plus 1. I have to print j plus 1. Sir, and don't go for next line. You want a space. End is equal to space. Okay. So, this one talks about number of elements in every row. In a row to print number of elements. After printing elements in that row, compulsory we should go for next line. We should go for next line, new line. That's why print statement, right? Okay, that's all. So, you have to generate elements in terms of j, n and I. By using this, we have to generalize this expression, sir. Take a bit very special care. Now let me go for that. Have a look once. Here enter number of rows. Enter number of rows. For I in range of n. For I in range of n, sir. Sir, for j in range of. So within each row, how many elements I have to take? N minus I number of elements I have to take, sir. Which thing you have to print? You have to print j plus 1 every time end is equal to space. Okay, sir, this one is the responsible to print elements inside each row. Okay, now print of sir blank line, because row to row blank line must be required. Okay, like now have a look once. Sir, number of rows 4 I'm taking, sir. Have you observed? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 1 I'm getting. Sir, let me execute. Number of rows are 7 I'm taking. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3, like a reverse of right angled triangle I'm getting, where the numbers are ascending order like this, right? Clear for all of you, right? But you won't get by just simply listening. You have to write the code, you require to analyze the code, you have to analyze like this, and you have to write corresponding code, execute that, then only you will get much clarity on this concept. Clear, right?